Right, my name is Dan Chavas. I'm a professor of atmospheric science in the Department of Earth, Atmosphere, and Planetary Sciences at Purdue University. So in our study, we found that hurricane size it grows the fastest. So hurricanes expand the fastest over regional hotspots in ocean surface temperatures. So it's something we call relative sea surface temperature, which is just that you're warmer than the kind of the rest of the tropics. And that's in contrast to, say, if you warmed the entire tropical oceans evenly everywhere, that would have a much smaller effect on the rate of expansion of hurricanes. So our findings are, if you think about it like popcorn on a pan, so if you put popcorn kernels onto a pan and you heat things evenly, eventually the popcorn kernels will pop kind of wherever on the pan. But if there's hot spots in the pan, that's where the popcorn kernels are going to pop the fastest. And so it's similar for hurricanes. Over the warmest water, the hot spots in the ocean is where they tend to expand the fastest. In general, the west side of ocean basins tends to be warmer than the eastern side of ocean basins because of ocean circulation. So in general, the west side is already kind of a hot spot on its own. But then within the west side of the ocean basins, which is typically where we have most of our hurricanes on Earth, you can have regional hotspots. Like for example, the Gulf of Mexico is often a hotspot where it's even warmer than the rest of the Western Atlantic Ocean. And what causes that is a good question. It can vary from year to year, so we actually don't really know exactly in a given year which part of the western part of the ocean or the warm part of the ocean will actually be the warmest. The size of a hurricane is really important for its hazards and its impacts. A larger hurricane at the same category, the same wind speed, generally produces a larger footprint of wind damage or damaging winds, higher storm surge in a larger area or larger part of the coastline receiving high storm surge, as well as higher rainfall. So in general, larger storms are more damaging than smaller storms. So we'd like to be able to predict this. This is something that we're not great at predicting, but being able to better predict how quickly a hurricane will expand in size, especially as it's leading up to landfall, is really important to be able to predict its impacts on shore.